Hi, welcome to Bruce's Garage. I'm Bruce and this is my garage. This is the final episode of the new car series. Today I'm taking you inside the vehicle where you learn how I protect all of the interior surfaces. So come on in and let's have some fun. One of the most important parts of the interior for me in this brand new vehicle are these leather seats. So they're not white, although they kind of look white. They're really an off-white or a light gray. And I wanted to make sure that they're clean and then protected, especially from dye transfer that can occur from blue jeans and those kinds of things. So I'm using Color Lock products today, which are generally considered the best leather care products on the market. And as you may or may not know, Color Lock now is partnered with Koshemi. So they're now one company. And so I'm going to use the Color Lock Mild Cleaner on this surface. So the first step is going to be to use this mild leather cleaner. It comes in a foamer bottle. It comes in a large bottle. I've got it in their foamer bottle. And the instructions essentially are that you want to apply it directly to an applicator. So a sponge applicator, you do not apply it directly to the seat. So I'm going to put some on here and then basically just clean over the seats here. And then once you're done with this, you take a clean, moist microfiber towel and just wipe off the cleaner. So I'm going to do this to all the seat surfaces, basically just clean it, make sure that there's nothing on there. It's as clean as I can get it. Again, these are pretty much brand new, so there shouldn't be much of an issue. And I'm going to do this to the seats in the front and back, as well as the back of the seats. Then I'm going to come through with my moist microfiber towel and just wipe off any remaining cleaner that might be there. You also do not use this on kind of absorbent leathers like an Alcantara or a suede. You would not use this particular cleaner. There's some other cleaners that you can use for those surfaces. All right, so now I'm going to follow this up with the protectant. So for new leather, Color Lock recommends that we use Leather Shield. And so Leather Shield essentially is designed to prevent surface damage from friction. So any time that the seat, and especially the bottom of the seat, that's exposed to a lot of friction from people getting in and out, Leather Shield helps to prevent any damage from all that friction, particularly any dye transfer. If the seats were older, they recommend using Leather Protector. Essentially, all we're doing is taking a soft, dry cloth, spreading a thin layer all the way on here from seam to seam, wipe that in, and let it dry. And repeat every 3 to 6 months because, again, there's friction that's going to impact probably the durability. So again, I'm using Leather Shield. I've got some on the surface here of my microfiber towel. And I'm just going to apply over all these exposed surfaces. This process is obviously very simple, but it's an important step, particularly when you have light colored leather seat. And that's all we have to do. So I'm going to do this over all the seats. I am going to do over the backs as well as the seat bottoms. But then we just let it dry and repeat every 3 to 6 months. This should give some nice protection on the leather seats and hopefully keep them looking great. All of these interior surfaces should be protected, like up here, up on the dash. Again, it's a very nice matte, clean finish. It's not dirty, it's brand new. But you want to protect this from UV radiation that eventually dries out this surface and it can crack. Today we're going to use Koshemi Top Star. And Top Star is a semi-matte dressing that has UV protection. Add some moisturizing into the surface to help prevent cracking. And it's an overall good protection. It also has anti-static properties, which will reduce dust buildup. So when I'm applying the top star, I'm going to use a microfiber sponge, and I'm going to shake my top star. I'm going to spray onto the microfiber itself, really just wipe across the surface. When you're applying a dressing on the dash, you typically don't want to spray right on the dash, because when you do that, you're going to spray and have overspray up onto the glass. Top Star also has a very nice, pleasant, clean fragrance. Now, if necessary, you can take a clean microfiber towel and you can just kind of level off. Again, this is not going to have a greasy appearance. You don't want that. You don't want to put dressings on anything that you don't want to be slick. So that we talked about includes like mats, steering wheel, gear shift, but also things like turn signals, windshield wipers. You don't want to do any dressings on those as well. Again, you don't want those to be slick. The other risk you run is that these are all screen printed on here. And so certain chemicals can remove that. When you're trying to get in these small little spaces like this, it's very nice to have these very small microfiber applicators. These are made by Autofiber. All right, so I'm gonna just get this saturated a little bit, and then I'm gonna use it to get in these little tight areas here that I had a hard time with that bigger sponge. So you want to make sure you're getting all plastic surfaces. Again, this is in the back of the vehicle, so we will take care of all these surfaces as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply G-Technic Smart Fabric to all of the carpeted surfaces in case there's a spill of something or other soils, such as like the dogs are in here and sometimes they get sick. And this will just give the carpeted surfaces some additional protection, even though we do have all-weather floor mats. G-Technic Smart Fabric works really well. One of the other things that's really important is if you get smart fabric on any of these other plastic surfaces, which you can see I do have some overspray, I'm going to wipe that off right away here, because otherwise it will get sticky on that and it's kind of hard to remove. Notice I am saturating the surface pretty thoroughly, and then you let it dry. I hope you've enjoyed the new car series. It has been so much fun to bring you all of the things that I did to this new car. Because I think, honestly, I think the best time to get your car dialed in is when it's yours and it's becomes yours. Whether it's a brand new car or whether it's just new to you, that's the time to reset, get it in the condition that you want to keep it in. But it's never too late. So if you've got a car that's a few years old that you haven't taken care of, that's okay. Now's a great time to start. Pretend it's a new car and do all of the steps, or pick the steps that I went through and find what works for you. So I appreciate you watching the new car series. I hope you found it valuable. Please subscribe if you want to see more great content. I really appreciate it. I spent a lot of time creating videos, and so it's wonderful when you all spend time watching it, because I know that you get value from it. And I appreciate all the comments and likes that you provide. That again gives me feedback. So thanks for coming to my garage, and please remember to go out and have some fun and detail your cars. Have a great day.